right, what's your name?
I'm Philip Kiley.
Sean.
Chris. Sean.
Michelle Bakels.
My name's Curtis Einsman.
I'm Carolyn.
My name is Withhart. In real life, it's Mark.
I don't know if this is gonna work. This is kind of f***ed up, no?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we sit down.
Hey, I'm Amadei.
What did you think of the retreat so far?
It's pretty great. I think the organizers knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, that 100%. What is your biggest takeaway so far that you've learned here?
Apparently, I'm not supposed to use PowerPoint or Keynote.
Okay.
No, I'm not supposed to roll my own slides framework.
Okay. Do you think you feel like you became a better writer today or this whole week?
I haven't done much writing, to be honest. Just been in the pool a lot.
It's okay. You'll get there. What have you thought about this retreat so far?
It's been really fun. This is the first time I've ever done an event like this, and the thing that I was not surprised by but thrilled to have happen is that I learned something different from every single person who attended.
I've learned a lot. I think I've learned a lot of actionable tips in terms of the workshops we did. For me, I struggle with putting out volume and publishing a lot. I think a lot of the exercises we did forced us to have impose constraints on ourselves with time and length to get ourselves publishing a lot more. Learned a lot about marketing your own work with illustrations and scheduling and those kinds of things. A lot of actionable tips I can take back.
What has been the biggest takeaway that you've gotten from this retreat? And why is it that we all hate Sean?
Oh, wow. That's intense. So to answer the first question, it's really important to spend quality time with cool people that you don't know and make new friends, because that's been really great. It's been really cool. The second part, I don't really hate Sean. I'm ambivalent. He's all right.
You don't have to lie.
No, he's okay.
I know the camera's on, but...
He's extremely okay. I'll give him that.
Okay. That's a valid answer. We'll cut that part out.
My biggest takeaway was to use your writing to deliver value to your readers and to focus on that above all. So it doesn't matter if you spend twice as long polishing your piece if you're not producing twice as much value from it.
What has been something that you've really taken away from this retreat? Nothing. No. Wow.
No, I think for me it's been really interesting because I do write for a living. It's been really interesting to see why people would want to write on a personal blog and what kind of things do you put on a personal blog and what does that involve and where can you get the most value even if you are writing for no money. So I think for me that's been really interesting to see how everyone uses the same tool in a very different way.
What is one takeaway, the most notable takeaway that you've gotten here?
Taking action. Stop waiting to write something. Stop keeping the blogs that you've written. I have 6 in drafts right now that I've never published. And build a newsletter, build an audience. Anyone's capable to do it, but you just have to start.
Did I pay you to say any of this?
101% of it, yes.
Yes, this is all paid for. It's okay. So you've been planning this whole retreat for quite a while now.
Yes.
How does it feel to finally be towards the end and seeing it all come through fruition?
It's always a relief. Whenever you do an event, there's a lot of nervousness, anxiety, and excitement all rolled together. And then once it starts playing out, it always goes better. The worst case scenarios don't usually happen. And then you're just having a good time. And then at the end, it's kind of like a celebration, you did it.
As part of the retreat and teaching everyone here, what do you feel went well and what do you feel was kind of the biggest takeaway that you were able to kind of distribute to everyone?
I think everyone doing the exercises together made it fun, made it not cringe, and actually I think brought out the best in everyone, which is kind of the point of getting all together in one place, right? And also, honestly, I'm just very happy about the food not sucking because we didn't vet the food at all. And food is actually very important to an event.
It was actually fairly good.
Good food, yeah.
Yeah.
So we lucked out on that one. Mostly lucked out on weather. Pretty happy about everything.
I feel great that you timed it so well with the hurricane. It made it enticing.
We should show this full spectrum of Miami.
Yeah. We got the full experience, exactly. And I didn't even pay that much.
Exactly.
There are a lot of other people out there who do the thing that I do. And that's really reassuring as someone working at a small startup that there are good paths for me to follow in this field and ways to learn and grow.
Would you come back or refer a friend.
Absolutely.
You heard it here first. Any last kind of words before we close out the event that you would like to say to anyone else that would potentially come the next time around?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time. I think I learned a lot. I mean, it's good for any developer that's like interested in writing, interested in building their brand, and interested in really packaging their writing in a good way and delivering. I think it's useful for any of them, and it's been useful for me in terms of like me leveling up my writing abilities, and I'm really looking forward to like seeing the impact of this later on. So.
That's cool.
I think for me, it's easily been like meeting the other people here, like being able to just kind of like have these sorts of conversations, because it is difficult to like find people who do these things or want to do these things. Most of the people you know who are like developing a personal blog are like, you know, maybe someone who has been doing it for years, is super famous, like whatever. And it's like hard to know, like we're all at different points and kind of figuring out like, okay, I'm just starting my blog. What do I need to know? Or like, oh, I've been doing this for a year and here's what I struggle with. And that's really different than someone who's been doing it successfully. Maybe that's their main job for the past like X number of years.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Sean's performance? The only valid answer is a 4.
A 4? A 4.
Sean, step it up.
You can expect to have probably the most relaxing time of your year while you're here and have tons of really interesting conversations with really cool people.
What is one thing you think you can change, either better or not so well here, that you would change for the next time?
Right now, it's kind of like a loosely everything is optional kind of thing. People are dipping in and out for like work stuff, personal stuff. Totally understand.
I definitely didn't do that.
Yeah, people overslept for no reason and didn't record the third day.
I missed 30 seconds.
But like, I think part of writing and coaching is holding people accountable. And some people want that. And I wasn't able to provide that because I couldn't assume that everyone wanted strict accountability. So next year, I want to do strict mode. If you opt in a strict mode, I will hound you. I would expect homework. I will hold you to a higher standard. If you're here for a holiday, come here, have a holiday. But if you're here on strict mode, we will do work and we'll get better.
You heard it here first. The next year, you have uniforms. There's desks and everything. Do we have to bring our own pencils?
No. We're just working on laptops, so no pencils.
All right. Now that the week is pretty much 90% done, or more than, is there anything you would change for next year, or whenever the next retreat happens? Is it going to be in Miami again, or?
I would always like it to be in Miami.
But what's one thing you could change for the better, or what's one thing that went kind of and you'd change next year?
You know, I'm not going to underestimate the potential of a hurricane in November.
I say we plan it for the biggest one next time.
Oh, we'll do it in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like move it up more north so that we're in the pathway.
Oh, we want to be directly in the path.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Well, feedback is always greatly appreciated.
You can find us on Yelp. Please put reviews. It'll greatly help us.
Thank you.
Any last words?
Had a great time. Ready to do it again next year.
Let's get it. All right, any last words before we close out?
I think the retreat was, I can't say yet, but I think this is definitely going to change my career.
Tomorrow might be different.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. All right, thank you. Any last words before we close out?
Open source.
You heard it here first. Open source.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Bye.